Coming up, two world-class builders go head-to-head.
We're bringing what we do, this is what we do.
Inspired by legendary fighting machines of the past.
P-51 Mustang, Christ, so freaking mighty.
It's kamikaze, baby.
To take no prisoners, fight to the finish.
Hey, man. Sacred Steel better move out of the way.
Hey, guys, come on, we got some work to do.
I think he's gonna be bitching.
This is Chopper Wars.
I'm ready to win a chopper war.
It's the calm before the storm, and two Southern Californian motorcycle builders are headed for a chopper war. Jason Wilson, known for his bare-bones creations with an old-school vintage style.
That's just my thing. I think that's when motorcycles were motorcycles. If it doesn't make you go faster, then it wasn't on the bike.
Versus Mike Simon, revered for his high-style hot rods with modern engineering.
I'm really into hot rod and racing and stuff, so all our bikes, they gotta run.
Their final destination, Chino, California, the present-day home of two awesome war machines of the past. Here to deliver the challenge, Baron of Biker Battles, Hugh Chopper King.
Your mission today is to build two, from the ground up, custom motorcycles. Jason, your inspiration will be the American P-51 Mustang. Mike?
Let me guess.
Its mortal enemy,
The Zero.
the Japanese Zero.
Oh, you're on a suicide mission, buddy.
Suicide mission, all right.
Let's hope history repeats itself.
For you.
Here are the rules. Each builder will have just 2 weeks to complete his bike, and they'll be judged on 3 criteria: performance, fit and finish, and spirit, awarded to the builder who best captures the essence of his World War II fighting machine.
So take a close look, very close look, and I'll see you in 2 weeks.
The battle lines are drawn. Jason gets an invincible warbird, the North American P-51 Mustang. And Mike, the assassin of the Pacific, the Japanese Zero.
It's a cool thing. World War II bombers and fighter planes is pretty awesome. Should be pretty cool.
2 weeks from now, Mike and Jason will be back with their finished bikes to go head-to-head. Reseda, California, 20 miles northwest of downtown Los Angeles, home of Mike Simon and Simon Cycles.
All right, guys, check it out. Last night, we got the challenge to build a bike from the ground up. It's got to be modeled after a Japanese Zero from World War II. Basically, the baddest planes that Japanese had, they got a bunch of different color schemes, black, red. They have the green and red. Definitely put a rising sun on the thing, because these were kamikazes.
Lightweight, quick, and highly maneuverable, the Zero was the world's best carrier-based fighter of its time. Swarms of Zeros led the attack on Pearl Harbor, clearing the way for a devastating strike against American vessels, aircraft, and personnel. And when a desperate Japan resorted to kamikaze tactics, it was Zeros, piloted by men willing to die, that plunged from the sky.
Okay, so this is the frame, no stretch, 35-degree rake.
It's like a 200.
Been saving this for a while. I think this is the time to pull it off the shelf and see what we can do with it. I'm thinking the pipes kind of come through these tubes. They're like the plane that has 2 big pipes on either side. We need an engine, panhead, knucklehead, something.
Yeah, definitely.
Whatever we can get, we need it fast.
Mike's plan? To build a high-performance, high-style chopper with one-of-a-kind parts inspired by the Zero and a custom paint job taken from a kamikaze fighter.
They definitely were really fast, really maneuverable fighter planes, and our bike's gonna definitely reflect that.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
You can do it.
Yeah, we got it.
It'll be tight, but we can do it.
We got to get it done now, so.
To try and meet the 2-week deadline, the teams will divide their time into 2 one-week phases. Phase 1, fabrication of the bike and all its parts. and Phase 2, paint and final assembly.
Usually a bike takes 3 weeks just to get painted, you know, and that's if your painter's good, you know. So we're definitely under a lot of stress to try to get all this fabrication done in 1 week. No time to wait. We need, you know, we got to start building today.
In the world of bike building, the fabrication phase is better known as mock-up.
So the cover plate?
This is the mock-up process where we're in now, when we're actually making things and fitting them to the bike. As soon as that process is over, the bike has to be completely disassembled and taken back apart, and then sent out for paint, powder coat, and chrome, and then completely reassembled, so we're actually building the bike twice.
But the grueling deadline won't be the only clock Mike's racing.
My wife's about 9 months pregnant, and you know it's about 9 months until you have a baby, so any day.
Not exactly great timing. Mike's just hoping the baby can hold off for 2 more weeks.
Yeah, cool. Thanks.
30 miles east of Simon Cycles is Duarte, California, the home of Jason Wilson and Sacred Steel. Off to a late start, Jason's been up half the night researching the P51 Mustang.
All right, team meeting. All right, so we're gonna be basing it on this plane specifically. A lot of aluminum, little paint, some lettering.
What motor are you gonna run?
It's period correct.
Yeah, period.
It's gotta be period, so.
And we'll go all authentic, no new
Widely considered the best long-distance dogfighter of the war, the P51's excellent range, firepower, and durability made it the ideal escort for Allied bombers. And the model that Jason's focusing on has an especially distinguished past. The Chrysler Mighty, the same model piloted by legendary World War II ace Major George Preddy, a hero of American aviation, credited with 26 air-to-air kills.
Legend has it down 6 German planes in 6 minutes.
Don't get better than that.
The plan is simple, to build a one-of-a-kind chopper using authentic, handmade parts, old-school engineering, and a clean line style worthy of the P51.
Looks good, right?
Good.
Committed to staying all vintage, Jason's picked a frame he custom designed in the style of early 20th century board track racing.
Period correct.
But old-school parts can be hard to find, and with a tight deadline, they're already under a lot of pressure.
So I got 2 weeks to put this bike together. A little bit stressed out about it, but all my friends came down to help out. Let's get everything tight, need to make it template, and then you can pull the motor out.
The motor is an original 1946 Knucklehead that was in pieces when Jason bought it.
Been trying to put this motor together. It's been over 2 years just piecing it together.
It'll get running, definitely. They're good motors.
Named for the knuckle-like appearance of the rocker boxes on top of the cylinder heads, the Harley-Davidson Motor Company first introduced the Knucklehead engine in 1936. The original overhead valve V-twin motorcycle engine. It set the standard for years to come. The P51 Mustang had a similar effect when it joined the Allied war effort 5 years later. Powered by a supercharged V12 engine, it was this powerful motor that helped give the Mustang the edge over enemy dogfighters.
Knuckleheads are bitchin' motors.
Right, so I'll take this one.
We got the motor, guys.
Oh, right on.
That looks like a World War II airplane motor to me.
Echoing their contrasting styles, Mike picks a panhead motor, Harley's quieter and cleaner replacement to the Knucklehead back in 1948. But unlike Sacred Steel's vintage Knuckle, Mike's Pan is a brand new reproduction.
All right, let's get the engine in.
Oh, right in. Man, that was smooth.
More often than you think, sometimes we get a motor in, it just don't go in. We gotta notch the frame, you know, do what we have to do to get the thing in. And on a build like this, we can't have any of those problems.
There we go.
The new engine's a perfect fit, but there's a problem.
We need some wheels. They were supposed to be here at 12 o'clock. It's a little past 12 and we don't have wheels yet. So we're waiting on wheels. Hopefully they get here soon so we can keep going. If we don't get the wheels today, we're behind big time. So where the wheels at?
Two SoCal cycle makers